Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something we often overlook in our relationships, silence. While we tend to focus on the words we say to one another, there's something much deeper going on beneath the surface, our nonverbal communication. Did you know that silence and body language can often speak louder than words? In today's video, we're going to explore how silence, gestures, and nonverbal cues shape our relationships in ways we may not even realize. Whether it's the silent moments that build connection or the ones that create tension, the power of silence is undeniable. So let's get started. Let's start with the positive side of silence, connection. Silence isn't always awkward. In fact, it can be a powerful tool to strengthen bonds in relationships. Think about it. Have you ever sat with someone you care about without saying a word and still felt completely at ease? Those are the moments when silence communicates comfort, trust, and understanding. Psychologists have found that comfortable silence, especially in long-term relationships, often signals a deep level of intimacy. When you can share space without the need to fill every moment with conversation, it shows that you're secure in the relationship. A study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships suggests that couples who are comfortable in each other's silence tend to report higher relationship satisfaction. This is because silence can create a sense of closeness, where both partners feel safe enough to simply be with one another. While silence can create connection, nonverbal cues play a massive role in how we communicate without words. Body language, facial expressions, and even touch convey emotions that words sometimes can't. For example, a simple gesture like a hand on the shoulder or a soft smile can communicate empathy, comfort, or affection far better than words ever could. Experts in nonverbal communication have long recognized that up to 93% of communication is nonverbal, meaning that tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language carry more weight than the words themselves. In relationships, this is critical. Your partner can pick up on your true feelings through your body language, even when you don't say anything. Think about a time when your partner was upset but didn't say anything. You probably sensed their discomfort through their posture, facial expression, or tone of voice. Maybe they crossed their arms, avoided eye contact, or sighed heavily. These are all nonverbal cues that reveal more than words ever could. However, silence isn't always a sign of comfort. There's a flip side to it that can create misunderstandings and even tension. When silence is misinterpreted, it can lead to conflict. For example, if one partner goes silent during an argument, the other might see it as avoidance, withdrawal, or even indifference. In reality, that silence might come from needing time to process emotions or prevent the argument from escalating further. A study from the Gottman Institute, which specializes in relationship dynamics, found that when silence is used as a form of emotional withdrawal, often called stonewalling, it can create long-term damage in relationships. Stonewalling occurs when one partner shuts down emotionally and refuses to engage, leaving the other feeling rejected or ignored. It's important to recognize the difference between healthy silence, where both partners feel comfortable in the quiet, and silence that creates distance. If you or your partner use silence as a defense mechanism to avoid conflict, it's crucial to communicate what's happening. Otherwise, it can build resentment over time. So how can we use silence in a positive way to enhance our relationships? First, it's important to recognize when silence is comfortable and when it's creating tension. A great way to do this is by checking in with your partner. If you're in a moment of silence, ask yourself, do we both feel at ease right now, or is there something unspoken that needs to be addressed? Another powerful tool is learning to listen during silence. Instead of rushing to fill the quiet with words, take a moment to observe your partner's nonverbal cues. Are they relaxed? Are they tense? Their body language can often tell you what they're feeling, even if they don't say it directly. This can lead to deeper emotional understanding and connection. Silence can also be used to de-escalate conflict. In heated moments, taking a pause before responding can prevent hurtful words from being said. It allows both partners to cool down and collect their thoughts before continuing the conversation. Practicing mindful silence, where both partners intentionally take a moment to reflect or process, can actually enhance communication. It's about giving yourself and your partner the space to think before speaking, ensuring that what's said comes from a place of clarity rather than emotion. While silence can be a great tool for emotional connection, it can also be harmful when it becomes a way to avoid communication altogether. This is often referred to as the silent treatment, where one partner uses silence as a form of punishment or control. The silent treatment can be incredibly damaging because it leaves the other person feeling isolated and powerless. Research from the Journal of Marriage and Family shows that couples who use the silent treatment as a form of conflict resolution are more likely to experience long-term dissatisfaction in their relationships. Silence, in this case, becomes a wall between partners, preventing any meaningful resolution or understanding. If you find yourself or your partner using silence to punish or manipulate, it's important to recognize the damage this can cause. Open, honest communication, no matter how difficult, is always better than shutting down and leaving your partner in the dark. At the end of the day, silence is a powerful tool in relationships. It can create comfort, connection, and understanding when used mindfully. But it can also lead to conflict, misunderstanding, and distance when misinterpreted or used to avoid communication. The key is balance, learning when silence enhances your relationship and when it's creating tension. By paying attention to your partner's nonverbal cues and being mindful of your own, you can deepen your emotional connection and build a stronger, healthier relationship. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insights on relationships, communication, and personal growth. In the comments below, let me know, how do you and your partner navigate silence in your relationship? I'd love to hear your thoughts.